Good morning and welcome to another Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan of Silver. Just going over my tweets from the last day, that's all. Starting conversation. Some things are definitive, some things are not, some things are just for conversation or to provoke and trigger. Thank you to those who spoke to me about the microphone yesterday. I was running the microphone, like I clipped it to my collar. I ran the wire under my shirt and then to the phone. Today it's just clipped to the shirt and the wire is on the outside. So I don't think we're going to get that clicking sound. I don't think. But thank you to those who made some real constructive ideas and help me out with that. So thank you. All right, let's get started. Regarding the Kavanaugh hearing, if Kavanaugh was pro-choice, this would be easy peasy slam dunk with Democrats. But this hearing is about two things: abortion and the war on men. Don't doubt me on that. What I want you to do is list down below all of the banned books you know. If you know of any books that have ever been banned, please put that in the comments section. I'm going to create a list of banned books. The people you meet at networking groups. You got Mr. or Miss Incongruent. They advise people on something, but they look like shit. It's kind of like the stylist or barber, who just looks like hell, but they're helping people to look good. It's like the cobbler, the shoemaker, who has shitty looking shoes. Make sure that what you are and how you look is congruent with what you do and what you preach. That always works well. Otherwise, there's just a weird ass disconnect. I was at a networking group last night and a guy was telling me I help people get their lives together. Just looked like hell. And I'm like, I wouldn't give this guy 1 penny of my money. Interesting. Take time. Take time to groom yourself. Now, obviously, I just rolled out of the sack. That's what these are all about, is morning thoughts, rolling out of the sack, and drinking coffee. But when I am out and about, it's about looking the best I can be. Because people judge you in 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Well, I don't want to be fake, you might say. You know what? It's not being fake. It's taking your job seriously and being the best version of yourself. So suck it up, Buttercup. Another type of person, the Mr. or Miss Goofy. Everything's funny. Everything, they say a sentence and they go, oh, just kidding, just joking. That gets so fucking old after a while. It's unbelievable. And they're annoying. And nothing gets done. I don't even want their business card. Just like, enough already. Mr. or Miss Chill. They're interesting. And they're interested. There's a nice balance of them being interested in you. There's an ebb and flow of information, which is like what I am when I go to a networking event. Mr. or Miss Irrelevant. Why are you even here? That's very similar to Mr. or Miss Incongruent. Or Mr. or Miss Socially Comfortable and Competent, and I can't wait to see them again and do business with them. I would say that 1/5 of the people I want to see again, the people that I introduce myself to and that introduce themselves to me, about 1/5, 20% are people that I want to see again, do business with, explore more. That's why it's a numbers game. If you just sit there with a drink in your hand and wait for people to come up to you, it'll be a waste of your time. Every single time I've gone to a networking event, I've always gotten new customers. Always, 100% of the time. I never not got new customers. Okay. I'm going to be doing a video and podcast with a woman, and the title is going to be called "What Women Wish Men Knew About Their Sexuality." And we're going to talk about everything from hormones to life changes, and see what this doctor of chiropractic has to say, and give her the respect and platform for her information, and see if it's helpful. I'm at a networking event. This is the one I went to last night. Complete stranger comes up, introduces himself to me. I don't know him. He doesn't know me. Pardon me. He says, "I know you won't have any idea what I'm talking about, but I'm a fan of this thing called the manosphere. And you remind me of this guy named Roosh." I just smirked. I said, "Really? Tell me about it." "20 years from now, a sexbot, a guy will be tweeting, 'My AI sexbot just wrote me a to-do list, caught me texting another sexbot, and then said she just wants to be friends. Ah, how I miss the fleshlight days.'" Some of you will get that. Be the gray man. All you lumpy pocket EDC Boy Scouts with your paracord bracelets and camo, you're going to be the first ones to die when shit hits the fan. In hostage situations, you're the first ones to get shot. Ninja up, my brothers. It's all about stealth. All about stealth. Tradcons ruin it for the real traditional conservatives. Playing it safe never advanced your income. If you ever said, "I would never do that," you will struggle forever. How do I know? I'm watching you struggle right now. That's how I know. Barbers and stylists love getting likes and hearts and thumbs up from other barbers and stylists. That's no different than masturbation. It feels good for about 3 seconds, but nowhere near the real thing. I say impress the people who put money in your pocket, potential and existing clients. It's better to be highly rated than award-winning. Remember that. Instagram, where women show their bodies and men show their success. Feelings and love are so deceptive and lead to a roller coaster life of despair, cynicism, and serial failure. The people attracted to you are the people who would be attracted to you for whatever that thing is attractive to them. Do you want to change outcomes and attract a different type of person? Put out a different nectar. Science and biology does not lie. If a writer falls in love with you, you can never die. I got me a car. It seats about 20. So come on and bring your jukebox money. The B-52s, 1989. I have great news that tobaccopipes.com will be the official sponsor of the tobacco pipe kits for the 21 convention. Every man gets a kit. a pipe, a tamper, tobacco, a lighter. And I'm going to be doing a class called The Manly Art of Pipe Smoking if people want to join. It's going to be an elective class, one of the evenings. Very excited about that. And a big thank you to tobaccopipes.com. I'm going to put their link down below. Great people, supportive of good things. Anyone else enjoy David Breyer, B-R-I-E-R, on YouTube? He's a branding king. Watch his daily videos on YouTube. Pure gold. David Breyer. That's pretty much it for today. That was yesterday's tweets. I'm looking forward to the 21 convention. This will be my second year. I'm on the leadership team as far as production is concerned. There's going to be over 25 speakers, and I'm going to be interviewing them not unlike a Joe Rogan type podcast. Be getting a lot of airtime, probably the most of anyone there, so I'm happy about that. They recognize my media background and my video skills and interviewing skills, and it's going to be great. It's just going to be just non-stop for 4 days of best-selling authors, thought leaders, movers and shakers, people that make sense, people that you might appreciate. I'll put a link for the 21 convention in Orlando from October 11th to the 14th, a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not even sure if there's any tickets left. They were flying out. I think there might have been one ticket left yesterday. It's life-changing. It's going to be at a luxury hotel in downtown Orlando. I believe any man who has been divorced and went through a breakup will benefit from this. Hardcore. There's nothing else like it. As a man, learning how to be more sensitive is the first thing that the world is going to tell you. It's going to hurt you. That is going to hurt you. You need to toughen up, but not like in a macho kind of way. I'm not the most macho guy in the world. I'm the first one to say it. Masculinity is something that flows out of a man, and there is a spectrum. There is a continuum of masculinity. At the very far end, just over the edge, is macho. Macho really is indicative of someone who's not sure about their masculinity. Do not confuse masculinity and macho. Macho is an act. Masculinity is who you are. And I believe with 50% of all marriages ending in divorce, and moms, and this is not a hit on women or on moms, but moms being the primary caretakers, what happens is a mom can only give her translation or her rendition of what masculinity is when she's raising boys. Now, a mom can say, well, I have 4 boys that went into the military. Doesn't mean a thing. That means they're patriotic, and that you're patriotic, I think. And I salute you for that. I salute your boys for their service to our country. I have no issue with that. What I'm talking about is boys and young men need a man, a masculine man. And mom's revolving door of boyfriends is not enough to teach a young man how to be a man. That's why there are people a little bit younger than me that are being called the father. I have friends in the so-called manosphere. I don't even like that word manosphere, but it does describe does describe men making a comeback and fighting the war on men. But younger friends of mine who are speakers and authors, and they get things like, "You're the father that I never had." I get all the time, "You're the grandfather that I never had." And I like that. I think there's something to be said about older men teaching younger men. And that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. I do believe there is a war on men. I do believe it. I see it every day. People being censored, people being banned for traditional masculinity. Do not confuse masculinity with macho assholes. Do not. They are two different things. A strong man is a leader. A strong man takes the initiative. A strong man is always looking for ways to earn more money and be the best version of himself. When you're a man, it's not about cruise control. It's about bettering yourself. And then in your twilight years, you rest on your accomplishments. And the wisdom, listen, let me put it this way. When it comes to men counseling, advising, being role models for men, everyone's a teacher and everybody's a student. Everybody. I was talking with one guy who just went through a breakup about 3 months ago of a live-in relationship. So that's like a marriage, so to speak. She split. He was grieving. He didn't know what to do, where to go. So he had that "what the hell just happened" look on his face for at least 2 months. The look that most men get when they go through breakups. And I'm happy that this person didn't start drinking like a lot of guys do, drinking and doing drugs and so forth, or more drinking and more drugs. I'm not against drinking and I'm not against drugs, but I'm against more, or using it to self-medicate. I'm more of a pleasure kind of guy when it comes to those kind of things. And using substances to relax, whether it be sleepy time herbal tea or vaporizing some herb to relax. I have no issues with that. But I told this fella, I said, "You can teach somebody." And he goes, what do I have to teach? I said, "You're 3 months out of a breakup. Can you imagine you're out in a social situation and you encounter another man? Let's say you're at a bar or having a beer and there's a guy sitting next to you and you start talking. And he empties out to you and says, and you say, "Hey, so what's your story, dude?" And he says, "Yeah, my woman just left yesterday. We've been together for 7 years. And she said she doesn't want to be with me anymore. My head is still spinning. I have no idea what to do. My life is changing like night and day in the past 24 hours. Well, guess what? The guy that experienced that 2 or 3 months ago can be a mentor to the guy who just experienced it this week. You hear me? Everyone has something to teach. The dude that made it 3 months made it 3 months. This guy here, who it happened to yesterday, doesn't think he can make it through another day. But this man here can give this man hope. That's the beauty of mentorship. And one of the great ways to heal and to move on and to get traction, like studded snow tires, is to help other people. If you're just being coddled for your pain all the time, you're not going to heal fast. You're not going to progress. You'll never be the best version of yourself if you're always looking for that kind of attention. If you learn something share that thing with somebody, because there's always somebody worse off than you. If you've overcome feelings of suicide and wanting to kill yourself, and you're alive, there's someone somewhere who wants to kill themselves now and doesn't feel like life is worth living now. And you might say, well, what do I have that I can teach them? Dude, you're alive. You made it. You overcame feelings of despair. You lived another day. There is someone in your life somewhere, on your social media somewhere, today, right now, that doesn't want to live another day or doesn't think they can make it through another night. And you can be their lifeline. That's what I encourage you to do. That's what the army of average does. I call my followers the army of average. Because when the army of average has a fire lit under them and inside of them, they become unstoppable and unstuck. And 2018 is the year that you get unstuck. Have a good day, my friends. Drink some coffee. It's good for you. See you tomorrow.